Good evening. I'm Christy Casciano.
I'm Jeff Kulikowski. We begin this evening with a health alert involving 2 local elementary schools, each dealing with a positive student case of COVID-19.
News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan joining us live at the On Center, where the Onondaga County Executive and Health Commissioner just wrapped up a briefing. Not just on the school situation, Andrew, but that was a huge part of it. And there has been some confusion. Who's got the lead on what happens after a positive test like this? Who calls the shots?
Krista, the Onondaga County Health Department is the strict leading agency on any of the contact tracing that will happen. It's the only agency that can lawfully issue quarantines to anyone. School districts can go beyond the health department's recommendations by suspending or canceling classes or entire buildings or the entire district, but quarantines strictly come from the health department. The county is very comfortable with how that procedure has worked in these 2 positive cases at 2 different elementary schools, both of which have different quarantine results. In the case of the Jamesville DeWitt School District, the student had very little exposure to anyone, so quarantines are a select few individuals. Now, in the case of the Van Buren Elementary School in Baldwinsville, the county is requiring an entire quarantine of the class and likely teachers who were in that classroom. I asked the health commissioner how she and her team will decide how many people get quarantined.
The 6 feet rule, certainly we look for, and we look for how big is the room is, whether kids were wearing masks, teacher was wearing masks. All these things are really very important. However, in first couple of weeks or 3 to 4 weeks, even more, as we learn how good the kids are sitting in their seats, right? Are they taking the mask off when they are eating, or are they really lining up when they're supposed to? Is the teacher very comfortable about these things? So a lot of those small, fine details help us to make the decision.
The county is reminding parents that schools will continue to see coronavirus cases popping up throughout the school year. The county is also rushing to establish a testing site exclusively for people who are sent home from schools, students or teachers with coronavirus symptoms. That testing will have results back in about 4 hours, so the contact tracing can begin within the same day. That testing site should be open later this week. Live in Syracuse, Andrew Donovan at News Channel 9.
All right.